Are you in love with your life? Right now, there is a texture to your life. Do you know what that is? Are you fully accepting of how that texture currently feels to you? Or are you like most people and you're denying it? Waiting for one day where it's all finally going to work out. Life is filled with both grace and brutality, and the brutal truth is that life won't change unless you change. And the graceful truth is that you are only ever one step away from a more fulfilling, magnetic, and freedom-filled life. But learning to expand your capacity at both ends of the spectrum is truly what is the greatest gift to yourself in the world around you. To be able to hold the sharp compassion of life's brutal truths, as well as the soft grace that is really needed to lovingly move through life. Both of those are such a practice that have tremendous impact on our physiology and our energy. So therefore, by osmosis, on the world around us. And nobody really teaches us how to hold both of these truths. It's an awkward journey that we need to embrace in our own imperfect way. We're going to be goofily stumbling and fucking up at every step. And anyone who's tried it wouldn't have it any other way. So in this exact light, something that I've really been dancing with this year is learning to love all of the textures of my life. This especially means learning to love the textures that I don't like, the textures I resist, and the textures that I just wish did not exist at all. I've learned that I don't need to like what's happening in my life in order to love my life. I can just love anyways because that is the moment in the world I would prefer to live in. So I can hold both the feeling of being fucking frustrated and pissed off about whatever circumstance, while simultaneously opening as love purely for being alive enough to feel that type of texture moving through me. Feel the frustration and open as love anyways. Because holding two truths simultaneously is truly how you expand and radically. At some point, you have to confront the reality of what you are resisting. If that is, you truly want to expand into a life that lights you up. So you must embrace the discomfort, the pain, and the not so shiny stuff. If it's something you'd rather not address, then that's a great sign of your starting point. So you meet what you discover with love, whatever that is. And you move forward with boldness and aligned action deep from your core, your heart. And then you do it all over again, but one step deeper. It's a constant unfolding evolution. To live a life you love truly leaves you with no other option. You're either opening your heart and learning through all the ups and downs in life, or you're not. It's really that binary sometimes. There's truly no guarantee of anything. So the only meaningful way to live is with your full presence, acceptance, and love for what is. And this is the secret to a fulfilling life. The next right thing is always coming back to full presence and acceptance for what is. From there and only there, which you could say is here, you are resourced to respond in the best possible way with what you know in that moment. As a creative entrepreneur, I've tried feverishly to have it all figured out. And in doing so, I feel less and less free to actually fully express myself purely for the joy of giving. Instead, I crave certainty out of the uncertainty. I want to know that if I just do X, Y, and Z, then I'll finally get to where I want to be. And I start to give my gifts conditionally, thinking that that's the way to the success that I crave. But it doesn't work like this, and it won't ever. The only route to success and fulfillment is being completely at peace with the way things are. From this place, you are in full acceptance and presence, which gives you the full energetic resources required to actually change the way things are for yourself. It's quite the paradox, and I know I sound like a broken record with these paradoxes, but it's absolutely what I find to be true time and time again. When I can be at peace with life, I learn to love my life more fully. From that place of love, I'm able to make radical and impactful changes. Inside the energy of embracing change from the authenticity of my core, I tend to magnetize all the juiciest people, projects, places, opportunities, you name it, into my life. And that's just the way I want to live, from my authentic core. And it's not easy, but I fucking love my life. I love all the shit that's inside of it, all the sunshine, all the challenges, and the lessons that I keep learning over and over and over again. I love the joy inside of my life. It's one hell of a practice, and it certainly is going to continue to be for the rest of my life, but there's really no other choice if you want to live a great life. I'm either choosing to love my life or I'm not, regardless of circumstance. So, how can you love your life just that much more today? Now go with love. Kev.